Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Come on in, come on in. I am so super excited to be with you all this evening. Oh, let me go ahead and share out the broadcast and turn my devices down and let's get uh let's get started. So I have to give thanks, honor to the one, the only, the GOAT herself, my coach, Coach Danielle Winningham, for this amazing opportunity, this amazing platform. And I won't take up too much time because normally at night, you don't want to talk about a budget. I'm with Aisha. I'm a little nerdy about this thing. It's only very few of us who like talking about budgets and money. It's late. I know. I'm not the woman of the hour. I know you all are here to listen to Coach for her to continue to pour into us. So what I'll do is let me jump right in and get started. I'll share my screen. And you guys see my screen? Mm. Let's see. Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
I need to get controls. That's what it's saying. I'm not allowed to share the screen. Controls, please. Thank you. Okay. Can you guys see it now? Somebody? Okay. Let's see. Okay, great. So, hello. We're going to be talking about budgeting your way to building your business, right? So, okay. So the agenda for tonight, welcome by myself, and we're going to talk about our money mindset. We're going to talk about what is a budget, and we're going to talk about budgeting while building. We're also going to go over some budgeting myths, and also hopefully we'll have time to entertain. I'll make time to entertain questions and okay, questions. Okay. So it was saying I'm muted, but you guys can hear me, okay, huh? Okay. Who am I? Hi, everyone. So my name is Shaquanda CJ Austin. I am a money mindset coach and also an accountant and owner of Johnson's Bookkeeping and Tax. Well, business owners such as yourselves, you guys hired me to take care of your financial planning. You guys hired me to help you get this PPP, EIDL, CARES Act money. You guys helped me to keep it all together and hold yourself accountable to your business. And as we're going to talk about tonight, help you plan and do a budget to profit in your business. Well over 20 something years, I say that and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I am more than capable and trained and to help you all with this. So let's jump right into it. Money mindset. My first question I have for you, what is your relationship with your money? You didn't think an accountant to ask you this evening, and we thinking we're talking about budgets. We're thinking we're talking about how to profit and plan for our future. But why is she talking about mindset? Why is she talking about what is my relationship with my money? What does my relationship with my money have to do with my money? Everything. Everything. So the thing is, you have to start with your money mindset. You have to start with the fact that Your relationship with your money is indicative of the amount of money you're going to earn, the amount of money you're going to save, the amount of money you're going to invest, and the amount of money that you're going to keep. So think of it like this. You have the money, the heart that's broken on top of the 100. Is that what your relationship with your money is like? Are you that person that when things go wrong, when the pandemic hit and or a bad relationship or a bad day, that you go and absolutely take the card and swipe, 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 swipe? Are you the person that to the right, that you love your money? Oh, massage your money. That you look at your money and say, money, you are just so wonderful today. And oh, how I love you, and oh, how I welcome you into my life, my business, and my household. You have to have those type of conversations with your money, because money is just that. It is currency. It is current. It is an energy. If you have this bad relationship with money, I can help you. Coach can help you. We can help you earn multiple 6 and 7 figures, but you will not have it. You will not keep it. You have to absolutely treat your money how you want to be treated. So you have to have those conversations with yourself. You have to do the work and understand that as a business owner, I have to have a right relationship with my money. I want money to come from everywhere. And it's a great time because now there is money in the land. And as coaches told us with other days of boot camp, that literally there is so much money out there. And you can literally just put your hand up of it and it'll fall into your hand. But at the same time, what are you going to do with it? You can get all of this money in your hand. You can get funded through PPP, EIDL, stimulus, grants. And guess what's going to happen if you have the wrong mindset about your money? You're going to wake up and say, oh my God, what happened to all that money? So those are the type of questions. I know normally you don't expect an accountant to ask you those things, but we have to do that work first before we go into a budget, before we go into why am I not retaining this money? Does that make sense? So if you are that person to the left and money equals heartache and heartbreak, I want to move you. I want to be able to help you. And we're offering a certification to do that so you can fall in love with your money. Your money can love you back. Okay, now let's jump into it. Now that we have asked ourselves a question and those hard questions, what is a budget? A budget is simply an estimation of revenues and expenses over a specified future period of time. It's basically a financial plan for a defined period, which is normally a year. So this is just basic your financial picture of your business. So here's a picture of a budget. Now stop and pause and tell me, looking at this budget, what does it do for you? How does it make you feel? Some people look at this budget and immediately they get anxiety. They immediately say, okay, this is too much. Just looking at this is too much. I don't want to deal with it. And so many of us, especially women, I found that over 20-year experience that a lot of women, we just feel like, okay, we're not going to deal with it in some way, shape, or form. It's going to disappear. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with it, so it's not there. And so what I want you to be comfortable with budget. I want you to look at this budget and absolutely say, this equates to financial freedom. This equates to legacy. This equates to profits in my business. Now, it does take some work, and that's why I'm here. So let's jump into it. Next slide. So budgeting while building your business. How can a budget help me, you ask? A budget is going to give you an action plan and a clear picture of where your money is ending up each month. It's not strange that most times, most mentors, most pastors, teachers, leaders, they tell you that you need to write things down. You need to journal. You need to have same with the budget. It's an action plan. It's a picture. When you write it down, you give life to it. You give credence to it. You hold yourself accountable with it. So it's basically that. And so every month, and yes, I said monthly, it would definitely help you as a business owner every month in the beginning of the month to have those type of conversations, to carve yourself the time to have a budget. And when I say a budget, I mean budget everything. I want you to write down everything. And when you do that, leave no room for anything extra. All your revenues, all your expenses. And so then what it will do is it will help you achieve those business goals you're working toward. Whether it's getting out of debt, saving for retirement, or just keeping your operating expenses from getting out of hand. A lot of us know that during this time, maybe for the first half of 2020, a lot of businesses we've had more expenses than, well, more expenses than revenues, only if you have not had yourself a coach, understand how to pivot, know how to move and do things differently. And I'm going to talk about that on the next slide, because we are in a time we've never been before. This is the global reset. This is a reset for everything. So while we're resetting, why not get yourself a new budget? Now, it might not be the same budget you had, because I know mine have changed, that we set out at the beginning of the year. But what you want to do is you always want to make sure that you go back to the budget. If you need to change or maneuver some things, it's okay. So again, how can a budget help me, you ask? What you want to do is you want to hire an accountant or a bookkeeper who can act as your accountability partner to help you stick with your goals. I understand a lot of people budgeting, uh, dealing with their money and all, that is not their strong point. So a lot of clients say, you know what, and coach taught us, you want to stay in your area of expertise. So budgeting can help you by hiring yourself the help that you need. And that is what an accountant or bookkeeper does. We help you stick with your goals. We put your goals in front of you, and we help you manage it all while you in turn do what you do best, and that is running your business. Again, I said here, be sure to pivot even with your budget each month. I said that, especially now, we learn firsthand about pivoting and changing our whole business model, our whole business structure. A lot of us have even changed our whole business. Uh, so this is what I want you to do. When you start with your budget, when you start with your budget, you want to start with the most important categories first. What is most important? No. So not the bag, the Louis bag. No, no, it's not going what going vacationing. No, you want to start with the basic first. Food, water, shelter. You want to start with those. So what that looks like, you want to say, okay, what is my food budget? Even as a business owner, because most of you all are small business owners and you are commingling expenses, your personal and your business, which you should not, but we'll talk, that's another conversation. But still, you have a food budget. You have operating budgets for your business. You have operating budgets for your personal, your household. So you want to start with that. Your business rent, your mortgage, same as your personal. And you want to make sure this is the takeaway I want to have here. And what we're learning is we have to pay ourselves first. So it helps when you pay yourself first that you can be able to do those things. So you want to go next point. You want to pay off your debt. You want to position yourself to where you can work on paying your debt. Now, not saying you have to uh, alleviate debt all at one time. It's just making those small steps. It's just making those small shifts. It's just making those small changes that will help you with that. Next point, do not be afraid to trim the budget. Now, I know this is always the hard part. How can we trim the budget? Well, what you want to do is you want to start and look at your budget and be realistic with yourself and say, do I really need that? Does the business really need that? Should I even be entertaining that at this time? We are in the middle of a pandemic. Should I really be talking about expansion right now? Or should I be okay with my home based business and until everything is over? Until I can be able to have a certain profit margin or until things are where I want it to be in my business, and then I can expand. So you want to have those conversations with yourself, your accountant, your business often, often. You want your accountant to be your best friend because no. Let me rephrase that. Not best friend like drink buddy best friend. No, best friend in business. Best friend in business. We know because when you're personal like that, you can't really have that business relationship. Not some people can, but for the most part, our goal, our job, and our duty is to have a fiduciary responsibility with for you all and with you all and to you all. So we're not trying to be friends. We're just trying to make sure you stick with your goals. So that's with trimming the budget. And the next point, you want to track your progress. You will see that once you start implementing these things, trimming the budget, having a budget, writing those down, you are going to see progress in your business. You're going to see that you are going to save you're going to have extra disposable income at the end of the month. You are because you have now put a plan to your money. You're not just swiping, and you don't know where the money have gone. And you're going to see that. So you want to track that type of progress. How much you've been able to save this month, how much you've been able to save next month, and then have those conversations and ask the whys. And last, you want to give yourself lots of grace. You want to say, good job if you were able to save $5. You want to say, good job if you weren't able to save anything. I want you to be comfortable and give yourself grace that While you're just starting out, and if this is your first time doing that, give yourself grace. It takes 3 to 4 months for this thing to kick in. If you hadn't tracked everything, it's okay. Let's just start over next month and we'll go from there. What I don't want you to do is just say, okay, forget it. This is not for me. I knew I couldn't budget and just not budget. Okay, let's go into budgeting myths and we're almost done. Are you this person? You don't want to see a budget. I don't want to hear about a budget. So let's go over some budgeting myths that has been really tagged to budgeting. Number one, budgeters don't have fun or buy nice things. That is such a myth. You want to budget so you can have the freedom to have fun and buy nice things, including the bag. If you have budgeted and you have it in the budget to do so. Myth number two, budgeters have to be good at math. No, 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 no. Such a myth. I mean, you don't have to be good at math, but you do have to learn how to add and subtract. But if you don't know how to add and subtract, there is still a calculator. And you guys who was with us last night, we know which talked about the calculator. So budget myth number three. Only people struggling with their money need a budget. This is so true. This is a myth. I cannot tell you. My clients who make multiple 6, 7 figures, they really don't like the budget. They really are like, why can't I buy a Birkin bag if I want? And I'm like, well, if it's not in the budget. And so that is a myth because you don't have to be struggling to only have a budget or to only need a budget. You will get to a point if you are having that much of excess and you're just spending, then you'll end up being one of those who need a budget. So don't think of that. That's another myth that's out there. And the last myth, budgeting takes too much time. It does not. It does not. Once you get in the hang of things, once you get in the swing of things, it is normally. I have touch points with my clients. We can go from a half an hour to an hour, literally, with questions. It does not take that much time. Once things are set up and once things are flowing, and you're in that mindset of budgeting, it's not a lot of time at all. So, guys, I have been uh, super excited. It has been super excited and sharing with you all. I put here the lady with the calculator because, again, if you just joining us tonight, you'll get it during the replay. If you were here last night, you understand that what Coach was explaining to us about having yourself a calculator. You want to be best friends with this calculator. This is going to help you with your budget. What I want you all to take away is that, you know what? It's just that. It's a budget, it's a plan to help you prepare for your business to be profitable. I want you to take away that, yes, you may feel there may be some pain points, but even with that, you want to have yourself the grace to know that you can do this. Have yourself the grace to know that this is what you're born to do. And once you deal with that mindset, your money is going to be knocking at your door. Your money is going to be your best friend. And you're going to see your money do things for you that you've never seen before. And why? It's because you have the right mindset with your business. It's because you have written down a plan and have a plan for your business, that this word currency will come and move towards your doorstep at every waking moment. Will come and move into your business at every waking moment. And so those are the takeaways I want you all to have as we are waiting for Coach to come on in. Guys, I want to know, does anybody have any questions? Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for everything. Oh, that's my coach right there. Hey, Coach.
Hey, baby.
So, guys, anybody have any questions? Thank you so much. Thank you, Coach.
Somebody said, what's a good percentage to save, put back, uh, CJ?
Oh, well, it depends on the category. So when you say a good percentage, okay, we'll have to talk about that because it depends how much you want to save. What we're talking about.
And can I give them like a good rule of thumb, CJ?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
I
ma'am.
know you the expert. I know. But something I try to live by is 33% is what I live my life on. 33% for later. And I try to put 33% back into my business. So that later money is your savings, your retirement account, rainy day fund. Everybody should have at least those three. So if you look at the numbers, every time you get money, you should be putting like 10% into a retirement account, rainy day fund, and savings. So savings is the money that you go to if like you have a flat tire. You go to your savings. Or you might go to your rainy day fund. But savings is always right there. I try to keep my rainy day fund put up. Something that I can't access right away. Let me tell you something. One of the things that I would say, let me let CJ answer her questions. Go on, CJ.
No, I just wanted to also say I'll put it in the chat. I realized I didn't have it in the presentation. I think got cut off. That if they needed to have a conversation, schedule a call, go to bit.ly/money call 15. But what I also wanted to say in regards to that is a lot of us do not have an emergency fund. And so if you take those percentages, even if it is as small as 10%, even if it is small as 10, as high as 33, or even larger, it is factual that most families do not have $400 for an emergency.
Somebody said, what do you say to the person that feel like they don't have enough to budget yet? Do you want my real answer or you want my own recording answer?
Give them the real, coach.
My real answer is get up off your assets and do something. If you don't have enough to budget, that means you're not earning enough. So what is it that you could be doing instead of? So let me tell you, I used to not escrow my taxes. And I had to pay my taxes every year. And in my district, taxes run about $10,000 a year. You got mud taxes, you got the school district taxes, and you got the homeowners association. You got your home insurance, and you got one more set of taxes, the county taxes. So all my taxes total would run about $10,000 a year. Now I'm a single parent with 3 kids. Let me tell you how I pay my taxes every year. Every time I took my lunch to work, I put $10 in an ING account. I don't know if y'all remember ING, but they used to be the orange dot that got took over by Capital One. I know it seems small, but $10 to $20 a day, every day, some days 30. By the time it's time to pay your taxes, you got 8 or 9. And now all you got to do is put a couple more hundred with it and pay your taxes. Everybody is supposed to pay themselves first anyway. Get that money at your site. Get you a bank account that you don't have a debit card to and put that money up. Either what are you doing with your time or what are you doing with your money that you don't have no money to save? Get your ass off from in front of the TV. No more date night. Don't eat out. It's ridiculous for grown women, grown people nowadays not to have no money to save. Get your ass on an Uber Eats route, DoorDash, Instacart, do something. Because when you don't have nothing saved, the least little emergency puts you homeless. The least little emergency gets your car repoed. The least little emergency has you in the hospital not being able to pay your bills. The Bible says, make hay while the sun shines. So if you are perfectly healthy, you have no reason not to have no money saved. You can go out there, wash clothes, clean houses. It's so much shit you can do. Tutor these children that the parents are sick of because they got to homeschool them. For you to open your mouth in a land of abundance and say, I don't feel like I have enough to say, that means you're not acting. One of the gifts y'all gonna get from coming to this conference is 100 ways to make money. You need to go through it twice. I wish I was raising my kids nowadays. Cause see, I had to do all the hard stuff. I had to leave my house to make money. I had to cater or make gift baskets. I had to hustle to make money. But I told y'all last night, if I could have did Uber Eats back then, me and my kids I'll be in their car for 3 hours, baby, doing their homework and dropping off fast food to people, baby. Come on now. All I gotta do is get somebody a ride to the airport. I'm talking about pre-COVID. But I've been running so many Uber routes that it was ridiculous. All I gotta do is drive. And you're gonna pay me extra. It's too much money out there. I'm through, CJ. I'm through. Somebody said, is it a budget if you don't have it on in paper? And you know the answer to that is hell no. If it don't merit you writing down, it's not gonna help. And all them apps and all of that stuff, get your ass a piece of paper and an ink pen. Let me tell you why I say that. It's a scientific fact that money you spend with a debit card, there's no connection in your brain to spending that money. Start writing checks and spending cash, you'll stop spending so much. I'm sorry, CJ.
No, that's okay. Everything you
I'm
said,
sorry,
Coach,
CJ. They provoked me.
but no, everything you
They
said.
provoked me, CJ. They provoked me. They asked me to.
Yes, I give them the real because guess what? The thing is, it's tight, but it's right, and you need to have this kind of conversation.
And that's right. When you write a budget, or start writing down start a spending tracker. I think CJ is coming out with a tracker to help you track your expenses. See, that's the hints you get from your coach when it's time for you to go to the lab and develop some shit. I think CJ is coming out with an expense tracker that y'all can buy for around $9 to $10. And when you start tracking your expenses and being a good steward over your finances, that's when God gonna give you more. This week, I said I'm not ordering no coffee from Starbucks. Can I afford coffee from Starbucks? Absolutely. I ain't ordering no coffee all week long. Why? Because I'm believing God for something bigger. So I said, I'm going to sacrifice. Anybody ever heard of that word? I'm going to sacrifice for what I'm believing God for. I'm finna stop buying all them damn groceries. CJ, you know why. That's ridiculous. I had a ridiculous amount of groceries over here. I'm finna stop hitting up Uber Eats every 5 minutes. At some point, regardless as to how much money you have and what you're gonna find when you get on the other side of the money, is rich people spend money differently. They cheap as hell. Rich people, they not buying the name brand stuff. That's the middle class people. Now, rich people not even frugal. They cheap. They
Don't
ain't
you
even
remember?
frugal.
Do you remember? There was an article a long time ago that puts that in perspective for me. When Bill Gates had a Toyota, and they asked him, "Why are you having this little car?" He looked at them, "Because it's a good car. It's a good car." So they don't have the Bugatti. He said, "I have a Toyota. Why? Because it's a good car." And so I believe a lot of this is, again, what I preface with in the presentation, your mindset with your money. I don't want you all to feel bad. You just start with where you are. And just like Coach said, if you don't have nothing right now but a stimulus check and an unemployment check, you can still make it work. You can still make it work, but just like don't ever, and don't be proud. If you have to meal prep and don't order out or go out and prep your own meals and have meals that cost $5 to feed a whole family, you have to do what you have to do.
You know
And
what I did before the girls went to school? I gave them $5 each. I said, it's 2 days before you're going to get any more money. Go in the grocery store and come out with enough to make it 2 days. Each one of y'all live separately. They came out with a bar of soap because they say push come to shove. I can throw this bar of soap in a sock and wash my clothes with it. You better know that. You better know that. See, y'all act like y'all always had washing powders. We ain't always had no washing powders. One of them came out with a bar of soap. One of them came out with some dishwashing liquid because she said, push come to shove, I can clean, wash my clothes, wash my dishes, and take a bath in the same dishwashing liquid. You don't hear me, do you? Y'all better start acting like y'all grew up with a big mama, a mother, or an auntie or two, and stop running through this world acting like y'all always had. Because see, at my grandma's house, the pasta was macaronis, spaghettis, twist ties, bow ties, and the little corkscrews all mixed up together. See, by Thursday, you're going to have a pot of stew that had the lima beans from Monday, the pinto beans from Tuesday, the leftover steak from Wednesday, a little piece of chicken from Thursday, and some stewed tomatoes she got from Mr. McGillicuddy. See, y'all better stop acting like y'all was always rich, because you wasn't. Y'all know what goulash is.
Preach, Coach.
And then maybe you'll have some money to invest in your business. Maybe you'll have some money to buy a coat. You better get you a black pair of shoes and a brown pair of shoes and wear them till they wear out. Stop trying to impress the world and impress the bank. See, y'all play too much. Talking about meatless Monday, shit. We had meatless months. We had meatless months. Man, she'll throw a couple of ham hocks in that pot. And if you got you a little piece of meat, baby, you was lucky. Chicken and dumpling was dumplings and chicken. If you found you a little piece of meat swimming around in that pot, you was lucky. My grandma take a whole turkey and feed us all months. Come on now. My grandma take we call them chine bones, neck bones, pork neck bones. Put them in a pot with cabbage. Put them in a pot with potatoes. You got more bones than you got meat. Quit acting like y'all always been rich. That's a trick too. By the way, they want you to think you need all this stuff to be happy. They want you to think, oh, this person got it and that person got it. Oh, Dr. Nikki, now everything was delicious. Why you think I'm a big girl, baby? Everything was if I could get a little, and I was little back then because everything tasted so good, you didn't feel like you had to eat every 5 minutes. You can't get fat off beans and greens and stewed okra and tomatoes, and you just can't get fat off that. You can eat it all day. So it's a, yeah, y'all asked me for the real. Y'all asked me for the real. Baby, we couldn't even make sandwiches commission because we didn't have no white bread. It was too many of us. Our sandwiches came on biscuits and cornbread. I'm telling you, we had sorghum molasses and cornbread, or sorghum molasses and biscuits. We had flour and water. Yep, cornbread and syrup. That was your dessert. You better let somebody know. See, stop acting like we always had. Our people grew up sacrificing for nothing. Can you sacrifice for something? They did what they had to do. Now we go back and we act like we just too just too good to drive a car till the wheels fall off. Come on now. Feel like we got to be shining every time we roll through. Ain't nobody looking at your ass anyway. Just newsflash. Feel like we got to go to Walmart and buy up the block. So though you always have money to save, and if you don't, that means you're not doing your time right. Y'all gonna have to cut all that whole end off. Y'all gonna have to cut off the whole end of that segment.
That's why we live.
Oh, we. I'm about to go back and delete that segment. I thought we was in privacies.
Okay, you want me to turn off the live, Coach?
You gotta let the people know what they want to do, what we finna do, what we finna do. We about to build, we about to create a lead magnet. If you ain't bought your ticket yet, don't know what you waiting for. Ain't but so much I'm gonna teach you for free. And at some point you gotta say to yourself, I'm ready for change. And not only do you gotta be ready for change, you gotta be the change. And yeah, that includes repairing that relationship with your money. Mm-hmm.
It's hard but true. It's tight, but it's right.
It is. And you know, we could, like I said, we could have so much more. We got to stop being buyers and start being producers. Stop being consumers. Stop begging them to fix our communities when we got more than enough to fix our own. I'm ready. Look, I'm ready to do this, y'all. You can let the people go. If you don't have your ticket already, www.buyblackandpink.com. Use the code half off, all lowercase, because we about to build these lead magnets, something that's a must-have for your business. So if you're not in the room already, you need to do what you need to do to get in the room. We're going to get out of here. Love you guys.